I've had a few of you fellas tell me about trying to squat every day, and then the soreness got too much, or you hurt your knees or your back or something like this. And it got me thinking, like, I think I need to say this again for there's a lot of new kind of viewers on the channel, and I really want to make sure I emphasize this point very, very clearly and very heavily. I feel like this is the most important thing. I know you guys see me do all this volume and you're like, man, this guy, he does a lot of work. I have to do something like along those lines. I do have to stress that you have to ease into this. There's no other way around it. You need to ease into this program. This is a very savage program. The creator of this program was basically named the Butcher, Ivan Abajev, also known as the Butcher. The nickname comes from the fact that he's basically hurt thousands of lifters with this program. Now, granted, I am not doing the Bulgarian. I repeat, I'm not doing the Bulgarian. I have simply gotten the Bulgarian idea and I've kind of morphed it into something that I like and that I can do. But regardless of that, this is still very, very heavy. It is very frequent, obviously. And judging by some of the comments that I've gotten and some of the conversations that I have with you guys, I think some of you guys are not respecting it enough and you're not scared of it enough. This thing will hurt you if you don't, ease into it. If you watch back, the first week or two of my program of this run, you will see that a number of times I've said, I'm not doing any back off work. I'm not doing any volume. I'm just working up to a heavy single. And I kept doing this for quite some time. Like I think it was like 2 weeks before I did any back off work, any sort of volume work, because I've had previous experience with this and I know how it is to jump into it too quickly. The soreness catches up, man. The fatigue catches up to you. Start slow. The training max should be very, very, very comfortable the first 1 or 2 weeks, man. You can't be grinding anything for a very long time, because grinding weights regularly, it takes a lot of time for the connective tissue to to understand what the hell's going on. It's kind of like what I'm doing here. So like I've introduced pull-ups, and I know pull-ups are not gloriously difficult exercise, especially for me. But because I've added a new stimulus, I need to basically make sure that I shave off volume of the other stuff as well. So today I did 5 sets of 10 with 60 kilos front squat. Then I moved up to 140 back squat, and then I did 180 times 1 back squat. I could have done much more volume. You guys know what I've done in the past. But because of this new stimulus, I need to pay respect to it, right? Because the central nervous system is like, okay, this is a new stimulus, and new stimuli have a tendency to really wear us out. So especially if you're coming, from a background of like squatting once a week or twice a week or even 3 days a week, every day is a lot, man. It's a lot. So what I tell usually people to do, this is kind of like a guide. If you're squatting 1, 2, or 3 times a week, whatever it is, tally up all the volume that you do currently before you start squatting with it. So tally this up, whatever it is, right? First day, second day, third day, tally all that up. The warm-up says the bar, everything all together. And what I want you to do is that number that you get at the end of adding all of this up, take that number and divide it by 7, right? Divide it by 7 days, and that is the number you should be doing every single day. So the start of this program should start like much, much, much lighter than you were doing before. So you can't go 3 days a week, say doing 5 by 5, and now you're doing 7 days a week 5 by 5. You can't do that. You should probably do something like you're doing 5 by 5 3 days a week, and now you're doing 1 by 5 every day of the week. You see what I'm trying to say here? It's just you need to kind of ease into it, and you can't just jump into it. I don't want to hear you guys getting hurt. This is something that I'm on day 500, man. I've kind of conditioned myself. And when I say condition, we're not just talking about muscle. I'm talking about the central nervous system. I'm talking about the connective tissue. I'm talking about all of this stuff, like bone density. A lot goes into this. So I really want you guys to understand that you can't just jump in and start doing volume that I'm doing on day 500. The connective tissue is the thing that I'm most concerned about, because once you snap that or once you hurt that, it takes a very long time for that thing to kind of go away. Muscle pulls and all that stuff, that's a really vascular thing. So you can get nutrients in, you can get waste products out. That's all good. But if you're considering doing this, once again, I feel like I'm just hitting the drum again. You have to take it easy. I don't want to hear you guys getting hurt. I just thought I'd emphasize this. Like I've said it on and off all the time, like throughout the duration of this program. But I feel like there's so many new people on the channel. I can't believe the amount of people that are following me on this journey, and I just feel like I want to emphasize this point very, very heavily, because the last thing I want to hear is you guys getting hurt. I love it when you guys kind of message me like, oh man, I've implemented the GHD, the squats are feeling really good. I've implemented some of these ideas like, high rep squats, before hitting the heavy stuff, and I'm feeling really good. I love hearing that stuff, man, because, that makes me feel like I'm making a difference in someone's life. Like that is a beautiful, beautiful thing, helping somebody, man. I love that, man. Like it's one of the best things about this whole channel, man, as I get to, it's like a little community we got on here, man, and there's so much positivity, and I love the comments, man. The comments, you guys, like some of you guys say, man, this guy's answering all of these damn comments, a lot of comments. To be honest with you, like it's one of the highlights, man. Like how many people in the world have access to so many like-minded people? It's a blessing, really, man. And you guys are telling me all sorts of things. I'm learning from you guys. It's just a beautiful thing, man. I don't know how many times I've implemented some of the stuff that you guys have said to me. Because, I have a channel, but that doesn't mean I'm the best out of all you guys. There's so many, like, much, much more advanced guys on the channel. So, appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Anyway, guys, just a bit of a spiel today. Just take it easy, man. Take it easy if you're considering this. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.